So our next fight comes to the cage now. It's going to be Yousef Mohammed against Khetag Moraov.
Yeah, Mohammed coming to us out of CFT. That's another gym, again, a longtime staple of the mixed martial arts community here in Chicago that has put out some big talent in the past, but I don't know if they've had more of a golden era than right now. Of course, guys like Bilal Muhammad, getting their start at CFT. Right now, they're, a lot of young athletes that are starting to kind of bud and make it to the bigger shows right now are coming out of CFT, and they're all sharing the same room. And I think there's a lot to be said for that, Eddie.
That's another gym that it's a grits and a grind, and we're here to work. We're here to put the work in. We put the work in, the work's going to come out. And when these guys come to fight, it really shows the work that they put in. The talent pool that they have at that gym, it shows. They're super, super deep, and when they come to perform.
Carlson Gracie, OG, Roberto Ramirez there in his corner. Like I said, these are people that have just been staples of the mixed martial arts community here in Chicago, and there's a reason that they've had that sort of longevity. They've got the right answers for those questions that come in from young fighters, and I think it's really exciting to see these guys, even a debuting fighter like this, because 0-0 record, but he has shared the gym with some real elite talent day in and day out, and now it's his opportunity to display that.
And now let's welcome, fighting in the blue corner, Khetag Moraov.
So the big Russian Khetag Moraov makes his way now to the cage out of the blue corner, representing MTC, Christian.
MTC, another shout out to these matchmakers, because MTC is another gym that's known for putting out these tough, gritty, oftentimes wrestling focused fighters. And they come out and they just know how to get their job done. Whether we're talking, way back to the guys like, Clay Guida that used to train there. That is the guys, that is the recipe that they employ. There's no mistaking what they're going to do. They're just that good at it.
Tail of the tape brought to you by The Beast Unleashed, this welterweight fight. We're looking at two tall guys, 5'11", 5'10", on either side of the cage there. Mohammed making his debut. Moraov coming in with one fight under his name, in which he was a victor in that. And I had the opportunity to talk to Moraov through a translator earlier. Now, I will say the translator was Google Translate. It did work really well, though, and he told me, what he learned from his last fight was just the value of experience. And he feels that the experience specifically that he pulled away from that was how to become a better striker.
Sure. Yeah, he had TKO in May of 23, I believe it was his debut, playing off of Clay Guida coming out of MTC. I mean, that's just the way these guys fight. Their grits grind 100 miles an hour, no breaks from opening bell till the end of the fight.
I'm just going to make a generalization. When you see guys that come from the part of the world that Moraov's coming from, there we see Coach Billy in his corner, who's a very accomplished grappler in his own right. Where I was going with that is, you assume they're going to have a really strong grappling acumen. Now you couple that with what they're getting at MTC, with Coach Alex taking them under their wing, it often translates very well to mixed martial arts. That work ethic, that grind them out pace, that grind them out style. You put them inside the cage with the right coaching, as they, like the coaching they get at MTC. And yeah, it's gonna be the recipe for success.
We'll have a little pause before we begin the action here, as we need the doctor back cage side in order to begin. And right on cue, Dr. Vasquez is back. Would you look at that? Let's send it up to the cage for Mike Vale with the call.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the welterweight division. It's scheduled for three-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting on the Bird's Hot Chicken red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 170.6 pounds, representing CFT from Chicago, Illinois. Please welcome Yousef Mohammed. And now let's welcome his opponent, fighting out of the Goji Resistance Apparel blue corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, official weight 169.9 pounds, representing MTC from the Republic of Ossetia. Let's welcome Khetag Moraov. The referee in charge, Rob Hines.
Rob Hines, the officiant for this welterweight bout. It is Yousef Mohammed making his amateur debut against Khetag Moraov, coming in at 1-0. This fight is brought to you by the Beast Unleashed. Don't be afraid of the big bad beast. Here we go, guys.
So who's going to be the first to shoot?